Today I'm going to take you through my favorite wheel of all the pottery wheels on the market for beginners. John Mark?
I was in the front yard.
Oh, come on, dude. Let's get this party started. It's got an 11-inch wheel head. Vevor makes it, whom I love. I love Vevor tools. It's got the hand foot crank pedal combination. It does not have a digital control panel. Doesn't have a separate cabled foot pedal. The hand crank and the foot pedal are one unit. So I'm going to open it up, show it to you, and also tell you how I modify them. So my daughter and I, we teach pottery, and this is the wheel we use. This is the wheel we're buying a lot of. So let's get started. I'm just going to open it up here. I got an overhead camera that we may or may not use. We'll just see. I love pottery wheels, and I hope to one day, I think it'd be really fun to make a pottery wheel one day. Maybe in collaboration with some of these guys. Oh, who we got here? Hey, what's up, brother? All right, it's my buddy Lewis that dropped by here. Let me get this wheel out of here. Packet of tools they all come with. All right. Okay, so the nubs from the bottom here are inside here. It's usually taped just to keep it kind of taut here. Okay, so we'll put these feet on, and I'll show you guys a few things. One, 11-inch wheel head, no bat pin holes. So I want to show you guys in just a minute how to install the bat pin holes. I made a little tool that helps with that. Another thing is you're going to want to get some string. See how this wobbles around? You're going to want to get string and put it right here. And this is a question for someone this morning I wanted to answer real quick. Basically, all you want to do is take string and just go around like this. Maybe you want to make sure you get it right in that hole. That little slot down there. See how that's doing. That's a lot better. See, that's because I don't have the feet on. So that's good for this one. Okay, now we're going to put the feet on. These are not super complicated, especially when they don't have the digital interface, which I just love. Because one problem that frequently happens with these is people forget to clean out the splash pan as they're throwing, and water will build up in this back part, and then it can get down here into the ball bearing on the wheel head axle. But with this wheel, you can just loosen up the motor. You can loosen up the motor here and take the belt off, and then take the wheel head off altogether, and you can fix the ball bearings. A little acetone in there, clean it out, put some new grease in there, just get it cleaned out. And how that will usually manifest when it's having a problem is it'll go fast, but when you're trying to center, it will slow down. And it's because there's resistance in that ball bearing, the top ball bearing usually. And even though it has like rubber gaskets on the ball bearing, it still gets down in there. Okay, let's get these going. So depending on how high or low you want this wheel, these are sharp. Watch out, you can cut your fingers here. Yeah, the edge of this plastic can be really sharp. I like to go all the way down because I like throwing with the wheel really close, like not that tall. And this is just sitting on the cardboard that it came with here. Now, I would say one of the only downsides to this machine is 3 points to define a plane, not 4. In fact, it's kind of hard to get 4 points in a plane. What in the world? Oh. It's always hard to get 4 points in a row to line up. 3 points, it's impossible to mess it up. 4 with 4 legs, it's always going to be a little bit out. So this will need to be. Here we go. But not a big deal. Okay. All right, and that's it. Now to install these bat pins, we're going to look for this center point right here. And I'm going to line up the middle of that center point with the middle of this. So this is a tool that I made. It has 10-inch center bat pin holes. This is the same like the tile spinner, same like any bat that you would get off of a Pottery website. And I made these little spacers in here that will go in right here. And that's just kind of to guide. So I'm lining up that hole right in the middle of that. Now, one thing you want to make sure is that you're not on, there's 6 support spokes on here, and you want to make sure you're not directly on one. And I am not. I haven't done it like this before, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so here are the spokes, and I want it to be directly lateral. Okay, so getting that right in the middle there. Okay, that hole's just in the center. Now, you're going to want a drill bit that is, forget exactly what size that is. I think it's 1/4 inch. I'll flash it up on the screen. This is a cobalt tipped, cobalt coated drill bit. There's different drill bits that are strong, and this is one of the stronger kinds. You can buy them at Home Depot. A regular one will work too. It'll just take longer. So I am just setting it up straight. I have that little ring that I put in there. I'm just going to go nice and slow. Okay, 1 and. Getting thin. When it gets thin, start lessening any pressure you have on there. Okay, now these shards will cut you, so don't try to pick them up or like brush them away with your hand. So you can use this over and over and over. So that's 10-inch center bat pin, 10-inch center bat pins. Try not to do too much here because I don't want to scrape that paint. Here's a brand new tile spinner. Let's see how I did. Looks just about perfect. 10-inch centers. So these are some bat pins. You can use either kind. You can use the kind, spend a couple bucks at the hardware store and you get a hex bolt with, I'll flash the stats on this and then get a wing nut underneath. You can do that. And then you can always take them out really easy. But this costs a little bit of money and, you know, and the wing nuts on, because this has a lip underneath, it doesn't screw in all the way. So you can't use the wing nut kind. You have to use a hexagonal bolt and then hexagonally screw it in there. I made these so that they could come. It's got like a little flange on the end there that flips out once you got it in there. That's stuck on there. Okay. There you go, right there like that. Fits perfect. Now you got 10-inch center bat pins. It'll fit this kind of bat. It'll fit these $20 bats you got at the, you get at the store. It will fit. You can put this on here, and you have my adapter for the 4-inch ones. It'll fit that, so you can use 4 4¼ inch tiles, or you can use the 6-inch tiles, and that's how you get that all set up with the bat pins in it. So I do that for all my pottery wheels because this is a great system for cheaply teaching a lot of people to get a lot of reps on the potter's wheel. So there we go, guys. That's all there is to it. Vevor 11-inch pottery wheel. I think it's 350 watts. I like the low wattage ones because I don't need a lot of wattage and I can hook more wheels up to one outlet with less wattage. That's it. I hope you liked it. I'm MJ at Outpost Pottery. Thanks for watching.